So here at Risk and Safety Compliance Services Limited, and each week I'm putting on a bit of a promotion on some of our training courses. Please excuse how I sound today. I've got a bit of a cold, a little bit bunged up, but we're gonna muscle on through it. What I'm going to go through today is the promotion we've currently got on our IOSH training courses. And I'm going to explain about each of the two courses that I'm offering to you today, both of which are fully online and available through our main website, which is tickering along the bottom there. And I'm going to show you that in a moment. The two courses of interest are the IOSH Managing Safely course and the IOSH Working Safely course. And let me just bring something up here and I'll put myself in the corner to make that a bit bigger. What you're looking at there is my main website, and it's live on the other screen. So that's www.rascs.co.uk. And on there, at the very top of page 1, the home page, you can see on the left-hand side the IOSH Managing Safely course details, and on the right-hand side the IOSH Working Safely course details. Now, usually on the open market, our prices are really good anyway. We do special deals for our retained clients and people who we do audits for. They get their own special rates. But on the open market, our IOSH Managing Safely courses are £220, and the IOSH Working Safely course is £99. What I've just put on today is a special offer on both of them, and I'll tell you how to get hold of that particular discount in a moment. And once I've given you a little bit more information about each of the courses to enable you to decide which one might be more relevant for your specific circumstances. So if we start with the IOSH Managing Safely here on the left-hand side, probably most people are aware of what the IOSH Managing Safely is all about. It's a nationally recognized qualification. In fact, it's an internationally recognized qualification. And this very morning, I've been talking with my customers in Greece. I have a client in Greece who have put their managers through our online Managing Safely course. Bit of a scoop for us, and was really chuffed with that. That's base outdoor activity. So Nikki, if you get to watch this, thank you so much. The courses are completed now, and we're just awaiting for certification to be delivered via IOSH. That does take a short while, but that was a real exciting time for us here at Risk and Safety Compliance Services to be found from a customer in Greece willing to engage with our online training courses, which of course to those guys over there are in a foreign language. English is not their first language. So thanks to Nikki over in Greece for that base outdoor activity. Once their certificates have come through, we'll probably do a bit of social media about that. So here we are then on rascs.co.uk. And these links will take you through to enable you to take advantage of the discounts. So that's one way of getting hold of the discounts, rascs.co.uk. However, you might want to actually take advantage of it right now from within this window. So let me bring something up for you. I'm firstly going to bring up the IOSH Working Safely course. So imagine you want to get on that course or put your workers through it. I'll explain all about the course in a moment. All you'd simply have to do is scan that QR code with your phone. That will take you immediately across to the landing page on our main website, our online school platform. And if you use code IOSHWS, the normal price of £99 that we discussed a moment ago will automatically reduce by £20, giving you probably what is, I'm prepared to be corrected, but I'm guessing one of the most cost-effective training courses in professional health and safety, getting a nationally recognized qualification for your employees, probably the most cost-effective out there. So scan that, nip across, fill in your details, use code IOSHWS as your coupon code at the checkout, and that will enable you to get your workers or yourself onto that course and get hold of that discount. the Managing Safely course, remember we said that the normal price, the open price of that currently is £220 per delegate. That's still really, really cost effective. If you do a wide search or get ChatGPT to do some comparisons of that particular course, the IOSH Managing Safely, across all of the UK providers, our £220 per delegate price, again, is probably the most cost effective out there. If not the, then certainly very, very close to it. You can scan that with your phone. That will zip you over to the main booking page, put in your details, enter code IOSH MS, Managing Safely, IOSH MS. That will then reduce that price down from the 220 down to £190. So giving you quite a good chunky £30 discount there. And I think therefore giving you probably the best value for money for that course. Let me bring the other one back up for a moment. Working Safely, give that a click. Of course, this will be on YouTube later and LinkedIn, so if you need to go back to it, you can. Managing Safely, give that a click. Fine, let's get rid of that. Let's get back up to our main source and bring back the website. So you might want to know a little bit about the courses. So what I've done under each of these specific courses, so the Managing Safely on the left and the Working Safely on the right, I've uploaded a brochure which is freely available for you to download. If you click download IOSH Managing Safely brochure, let's see what happens. There you get it. It opens in a new window, and this will tell you all about the course. Now this of course is the open brochure, so you can see there the price is stated as $220 per delegate. That's not the case if you use coupon code IOSH MS at the checkout. You'll get that discount, reducing the price down to £190. Have a look through the brochure. It'll tell you who it's for, what's in the course, what you get out of it, why it's such a good option. Of course, you can do IOSH Managing Safely as a classroom course. It will, of course, cost you considerable more money, but equally, you're going to have to travel to a venue and perhaps get a hotel. And so this online version, it gives you all the flexibility, but you still end up with the same recognized qualification at the end of the process, blah, blah, blah. So there's the brochure. I'll quickly show you the IOSH Working Safely brochure. It's the same kind of thing. That'll open up in a new window and it will take you through the course in the same format, what's in the course, who it's designed for, what do you get out of it, but more importantly, what are the benefits to you as a business and the benefits to your employees and wider stakeholders. So that's all in that brochure there. Please feel free to go and download them. What I'd like to do now, though, is very briefly, I'm not going to stay on too long today. Let me show you what happens if you decide that these are the courses for you. So you've landed here. You're now on the rascs.co.uk main website. This is at the very top of underneath the cows there. Here you go, your training options, the main ones that we're promoting at the moment. Let's imagine you want the IOSH Managing Safely. Let's go through that process. Click the button and immediately you'll be taken inside our school, as you can see here, and it will land you at the IOSH approved Managing Safely e-learning. You'll note the price here is £220. That's the open price. So let's add that to our cart. Item added. Go up to your shopping basket. Click the button. There it is. 220 quid currently. Pick as many as you like courses. Go to the checkout. And here you can see it's 220 quid plus the VAT. But here's where you put in your discount code, IOSH MS. Fingers crossed, everybody. What happens now? The £220, if we add our discount code, we'll apply the £30 discount, bring down the price to 190. All you've then got to do is click next, pick personal account, put in your details. It'll then ask you to pay your money, and away you go. You're now on the IOSH Managing Safely course. Immediately upon clicking the button to subscribe, to purchase the course, as soon as you've done that and you've put your details in and you've paid, you'll get a confirmation of payment, and literally within about 3 seconds, you'll get another email direct from the school saying, hey, thank you for purchasing the IOSH Managing Safely course. Welcome to the school. Set a password and away you go. You've then got 6 months in which to complete that course. It takes you through the various modules. If you want to know what they are, download the brochure. It's all clearly explained in there. Work your way through the modules, and each module has a little test at the end of it, a knowledge check. You complete those and move on to the next module, and so on and so forth. And the course ends ultimately with a test, an online test. And on the Managing Safely course, you're then required to fill in a risk assessment, so a workplace-based risk assessment. You submit it online. That's then marked by an IOSH-approved tutor who will provide you feedback, either, hey, great, well done, or not quite there, you need to consider X, Y, and Z. And for any of those modules, from 1 all the way through to the final test, you're allowed 3 resets. So if you fail a particular module or you don't quite hit the mark, the system will alert us, reattempt required, we can reset that up to 3 times. More than 3 will invalidate the course, and then I'm afraid that at that point it's start all over again, including payment. But we've not had any of those yet, because as long as you take your time and you study hard and devote the correct amount of attention to it, you should be absolutely fine. So that's the Managing Safely course. Let's just for completeness, let's look at the Working Safely course. Again, you click the button on rascs.co.uk. It takes you straight through to the place you want to be. It's the Working Safely. It's £99 on the open market. Add it to your basket. Go to your basket. We want to get rid of the Managing Safely. We don't want that anymore. So let's now go and check out using the Working Safely course. Discounts, or I must have put this in previously. In fact, I did. You see there, if you'd have put in the code IOSH WS for Working Safely, add that discount, it will reduce your price down from the £99 down to the £79, giving you absolute brilliant value for money for this level of training. So that's me. I think I'll bring myself back in now. Let me just close down that. Get myself a full picture. So that's me. That's Richard Wade here at Risk and Safety Compliance Services on the 2nd of April 2026. This will be on LinkedIn. It'll be on YouTube on the Risk and Safety Compliance Services channel. Feel free to scan the QR codes or go across and visit www. See it at the bottom there, rascs.co.uk, where you can get all of the information on all of our training courses. It's not just the IOSH courses. We've actually got, in fact, why don't I show you very briefly? Sorry, I didn't plan to do this, but I've been missing an opportunity if I didn't. So on the website, once you get to where the IOSH courses are, you can see here that there's actually a whole load of other courses. Let's click the, and I'll make that full screen for you. I'll get myself out of screen for a moment. So this is on the main website now, where you can scroll through all of these other courses, literally from A to Z. I think we've got about 120. These are fully online, and they are studio level production. They basically, they're kind of an awareness and competence type level. So they're not in depth. They're very, very straightforward, easy to follow and easy to complete. They're all tested, but you can see a lot of them attract CPD points from various awarding bodies. My guessing is if you work in whatever industry you're working in within the United Kingdom, if it's a health and safety related course or a food safety related course, we've probably got something that will suit you, because we've got a lot of them. You can see here we've got health and safety, we've got business skills. I mean, I'll give you a quick idea about those. We've got alcohol, personal license, harassment, bullying, bribery, conduction, money laundering, conflict resolution, all the ones that you need for your workplace these days, cyber security, and the list goes on and on and on, really. So we've got health and safety, business skills, mental health, hospitality. We've got all our food hygiene courses, again, all officially accredited. And yeah, it goes on and on. So yeah, why not go and have a look around the main training website and see if there's anything of interest to you. One thing to finish with, if you need a large number of courses, of course, subscribing and clicking on those buttons is for one license, typically. But if you have a bulk requirement, then do contact me, reach out to me. Particularly for we're working with a number of housing associations now where we have business subscriptions, where one classic example in Chester, where they've got about 70 odd employees on their subscription. Because of the volume, I can greatly reduce the per course cost to you. And if you're looking at over 100 employees on your subscription, I can give you access to all of our training courses, sometimes in the region of around £6 to £10 per course. Again, it's driven by volume, but you can get some really cost-effective training. There's a wonderful management system behind the actual courses. You can allocate your own administrators. You can run reports. It's really, really very sophisticated and extremely efficient. Anyway, so let me shut up then. I'll get on with it. That's Richard, Risk and Safety Compliance Services. And today's been all about IOSH managing safely, IOSH working safely, and our wider training courses. Hope